Alola fam, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. This channel is mostly about K-pop, K-drama, anime, manga, manhwa, dongha, webtoon comics, lezen, all of that. Like anything pretty much in the anime culture area, that's what we talk about here. So I just want to go ahead and jump straight into this video. Today we're going to be talking about lezen comic, which is basically like another webtoon, which, well, I guess if you don't know webtoon, I still got to explain that too, don't I? So, of course, if you know manga, you know, we all know manga. If you don't know manga, what? How'd you click on this video? Like, basically, webtoon is like a Korean version of manga. It's like there's an app called Webtoon, and they have their own comics up there that you can read, and they're mostly free. Same thing with lezen. Lezen is a little bit more not free. A lot of the comics that are free they aren't the best ones to read, I'm gonna be honest. I never want to read the free comics on the lezen app. I'm probably butchering the name. We're gonna call it the L app, okay? Because I don't want to keep butchering the name of the app. I don't know why it's not 100% free, but I know you got to support the author regardless. So how else are you gonna support it than through the app and their Patreon and buying their gear, all of that. The Webtoon app definitely has a lot more comics to offer, but the L app has more quality comics to offer, if you will. Probably because, like, you have to pay a lot. Not pay a lot, but you have to pay to read a lot of the good comics. And so, like, think about it. If you're in the author's position and you're getting paid to do this, you're going to do a good job, okay? Versus as if it's free and you're doing it for a hobby. You know, you ain't going to put that much into your little hobby. You're probably going to go on a random you're probably going to go on random hiatuses and just not really put your all into the comic versus as if you were being paid for it. That's why I suggest the L app, because you do get a lot of more like quality comics to read. They don't offer as much as Webtoon. Webtoon, there's like, my gosh, like probably hundreds of thousands of comics on there, and you can find some good ones, some diamonds in the rough. You have to go through a lot of comics to like find the good ones on Webtoon app. The comic that we're going to be talking about today is on the L app, and from what I know, that is the only place that it is on. You can definitely look it up yourself. I would suggest going through the L app if you can't find a legit place to read it, just because you want to support the author in some way you can, in some possible way. So the comic that we're going to be talking about is called A Shop with No Name. Let that sink in. A shop with no name. Does that not grab your attention? Like, a shop with no name? Who would have such a thing? So you gotta at least check it out, like the first 2 episodes. And I believe on the L app, the first 3 or so episodes are free. And the way that the comic goes, it goes in like series. So you have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. And then you have like another series going right after that, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. That's kind of how the series goes. It has like these stories like made up of 4 episodes. And then it starts off with a new story. It's not completely 160, you know, like everything still kind of relates to each other. Especially once you get towards the middle and the end of the comic. I gotta try my hardest not to give any spoiler alerts, because I hate that, you know, especially when this is like a really good comic. I don't want you guys to get that first time feeling. Like, I don't want to rob you of that. Like, you know, when you first read a good comic that you just was not expecting to be good, and that it just makes your heart race, and you're just like, so like you can't even be patient enough to wait for the next episode kind of thing. Like, that is how good I think this comic is, and I do not want to rob you of that feeling. Anyway, it's called A Shop with No Name, and it is a really good comic. If I had to put it in a genre, honestly, it's got some crime, definitely fantasy, there's drama, there's mystery, there's violence, there's it's not super comical, but it kind of is. It's a little lighthearted. It's not super serious all the time. It's definitely a little spooky, okay? Got a lot of mystery, spookiness in there. Definitely see this being a great anime. Great anime, okay? Because it just has that potential. I don't even know. I can't really explain. I feel like you guys, if you haven't read it, you really don't know what I'm talking about, which is bad because it really just sounds like I'm just talking just to talk, but I swear it's good. As a matter of fact, you can pause this video and go and check out the first 4 episodes on the L app right then and there. Like, go ahead and create an account, okay, on the L app. The link will be in the description box below. Read the first 3 episodes and then come back and then you see what I mean. Are you back? Okay, welcome back. Different than I feel like what I usually read. I usually read like romance comedy kind of thing and lots of fantasy, but this is like fantasy and spooky and criminal, and I just like, and it's got mystery to it. Love that too. I had to say that comic is definitely worth the money if you pay for it. And once you buy it, you have it like for as long as the app exists. So you don't have to worry about like buying something and then you can never access it again. As long as the L app exists, you can go back and reread it, because I like to reread good mangas and good comics and everything, especially if it's something that I really like, because no matter what, it's like I still get butterflies even when I read it. Like, that's how you know it's good, when you already know what's going to happen, but you still get butterflies and keep reading it. If you guys check it out, definitely let me know in the comments below and let me know if you like it or not. If you do not, still let me know. If you like videos like these, just go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know. If you like me. No, I'm just joking. But if you like my channel, you can definitely subscribe to and come back, because there'll be more stuff like this. I'll be talking about more stuff like this, and I am always open to give you guys suggestions. I am open to suggestions as well. You guys can definitely do this. You know, this don't work both ways. Like, you can let me know what's good. Let me know what's good. Put me on, okay? But yes, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.